Yes, now we are ready to start. And we are live on YouTube. And as you already know, I'm Philip, and I'm the host for this meeting early in the morning, Brazilian time, 6 a.m. And I'm here really to um, help you out on your English speaking skills. So this is the idea of these meetings, these immersions. And just to everybody understands how it works, the immersions, they are not a class. They are just a place where you can speak up, you can listen, and you can share ideas without judgments, without people correcting you or pointing out your mistakes. Here, we love mistakes and we make a lot of mistakes because we learn from them. And we learn vocabulary, we learn expressions, phrasal verbs, we learn how to express ourselves, we learn about ourselves, so self-awareness. We build our self-confidence, we do a lot of things, and we also make friends, right? So Jack is here, Catherine. So we're gonna talk about a topic that I enjoy a lot. So the topic of today is the person who knows how to cheer your day up, okay? And to start with, we have the presentation. So every time we come here, we have presentations, personal presentations. And this is a good exercise, though I know some of you are annoyed because you have to present yourself every time. And it's, oh my God, why do I have to do this? But it's something like that. We are developing our leadership skills as well, because you don't need to present yourself the same way every time. You can bring different things. And we're here to listen up. So you can bring whatever you want. You don't need to even tell your name because it's already here. Okay, so of course, for those who are listening, just listening, it's important to hear. So I'm Philip, and I'm gonna try a different presentation than yesterday. And I don't even need to present myself as the standard way. I can bring something else. So I have decided to wake up 5:15 a.m. in the morning this week to adapt myself to a new routine that I'm developing, because after 6 years, I am finally back to workouts, to training, to exercises. And I am exercising every day, swimming, running, biking, and workouts at the gym. And this is the old Philip that I was. I was a sport addicted. I did a triathlon. I have a tattoo in here. So swim, bike, and run. And it tells a lot about myself. I love being exposed in situations that I feel myself being challenged. So I like to challenge myself. And the competition, it's between me and myself only. I do not compete with other people, just myself. So if you're trying to compete with me, I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen. So this is my personal presentation. You don't need to tell the same way every single time. You can bring something new so people can meet you better. Okay, so maybe Jack and Catherine, you had no idea about the triathlon thing about myself. So it's something new. And I want to hear from you, Catherine. Present yourself, try to bring something new. I don't know. I don't even know you first, so it's going to be the first time, I guess. So
No, it isn't.
no, it isn't.
Because I've already participated to, you know what the name, workshop about the career,
Yeah.
how to build in your curriculum.
Yeah, I remember that. It was Wednesday night.
Yeah. So I'm Catherine. You can call by Cat because people have some difficulty to to say my name, and I've been here since the last month. Today is an important day for me because I will do a presentation in the afternoon. So yeah.
Would
And
it be in English or Portuguese?
no, Portuguese. And yeah, that's it. Glad to be here.
Very good. Are you fluent in Portuguese?
Well, what? Sorry?
Are you fluent in Portuguese?
Yeah, in Brasilia.
But are you afraid of this presentation? Are you concerned about it?
Yeah,
Worried?
because I think I don't prepare a lot. I don't prepare myself a lot. So, but it's
Still have time. And things will
yeah.
turn out to be great. Promise you.
Thank
Good morning, Tassia Giovanelli. Good to have you here.
Yeah. Good morning, Felipe. Good morning, everyone. I'm really happy about this time. I just woke up, so no way I can turn on this camera, literally.
you. Look at my face.
No, really,
I'm gonna-
I just wake up.
I'm gonna be honest. Turning up your camera at this moment in the morning, it's gonna help you to develop your fluency, because shame, concerns, and everything that is emotional involved, it affects our daily basis. So everybody here is awesome, beautiful, without makeups, even with the face like in the morning. So
Philip's lies so well.
yeah, sometimes it's not like that. It's just because of the exercises thing that I'm doing. It's cheering me up a lot, waking up early in the morning, doing this. And there's a great feeling within these immersions at 6 a.m. because yesterday when I finished, I was like, oh my God, I'm awesome. I woke up at 5:30. I did an immersion. I'm going to swim now. Oh my God, I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
The day started early. So
Yeah.
I prefer doing the things in the morning too.
You do everything you need already in the morning, so it's awesome.
Yes. I'm going to build like an army here on TNT for those who are early birds. So the 6 a.m. team, we're gonna do that. Let's see. And Jack is gonna help us because what time is it there, Jack? Midday, I guess.
13 minutes past 9.
So it's early in the morning. Yeah. So just 3 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, 3 hours, 3 hours. Yeah.
Nice.
What time is the sunrise here in Brazil?
It rises at 4:45 a.m. sometimes. I think now at this, like in November, beginning of December, it starts like 4:30 a.m. I guess.
What?
4:30 a.m.
4:30. Early,
Yeah.
early. Yeah.
Yeah, the sun is coming, so
Yeah, exactly. I wish we had like the daylight saving time here in Brazil, but unfortunately, it's not gonna happen this year.
Is here 7:30. Yeah.
Yeah. So great. Yeah. Jack, please tell me something new about yourself. And I know you have a lot of things to share. So just present yourself in a way that I still don't know you. I want to know you a little bit better. Try to bring something different with new vocabulary. I don't know.
What can I say differently? Well, I would say because as you know, I am already retired. For the other people that know me, I am 76 years old. already retired. I live here in Portugal, near Lisbon. I am married with a son, a daughter, and 3 grandsons. As a hobby, as I said, I like to walk in the morning. If you don't have here in TNT in this time, I was already outside walking, because today we have here a sunny day today. It's nice. It's nice today. Near of my house, 1 kilometer away, more or less, we have a big forest to walking in the morning. Is nice because we have the possibility to hear the chirping of the birds in the morning. It's very nice.
Nature.
Yeah. More. I like to travel, as you said, but now in this season, in the winter season, I don't like to walk because
winter.
We are not in the winter in the house of the winter.
Yes.
The winter start.
Yeah, it's
in next month, December.
We're gonna start summertime here in Brazil.
21.
You should come to Brazil to enjoy summer instead of winter.
I don't love this season, the winter. I don't like cold weather.
Me neither. I hate cold weather.
Yeah, I don't like the winter.
I used to love, not anymore.
Some
If you go to the hill, you change your idea, because the summer here.
Oh yeah, Rio, it's too hot. Too hot.
The hell.
Some friends like to go spend vacations in places with cold weather. I don't like cold weather. More the summer I like very much. But winter I don't like. Then more. I like to play guitar also. When ukulele I like.
Oh, nice.
I have here my side the guitar. When I have sad, I play guitar when I have boring. When I am boring,
Nice.
I spend some time playing guitar. I like to dance. I like to dance very much, but it's a problem because my wife doesn't like to dance. And when we are in some party, it's a problem because I have nothing to dance, anyone to dance.
Yeah,
it's a problem.
Nice. I love dancing, but it's breaks me down in a way that I'm still working that out. I want to dance, but I feel like stuck in my own head sometimes. Sometimes I free me up. It's crazy. I'm still in progress about that. Yeah, and that's
because
you can do all these things. I can't imagine that.
Yeah, because in my teenager time, as you know, I grew up in the province, and in that time we haven't much things where we can to spend our time. we have not cinema, we have not televisions, we have not cinema. Then we spend our weekends in some village that organize the dancings, and it is where we spend our time is in the different village. There were parties, and then it's where we can to spend some times in divertiments. It's dancing. It's really where we can to spend some parts of our weekend is in dancing only.
Nice. Very good, Jack. A lot of new things that you have just shared. Thank you so much. And
I think the grandfather of Catarina is also Portuguese, isn't it, Catarina?
yeah, because of the last
Yeah,
name.
and have the same name.
You tell me. It's your grandfather is Portuguese, isn't it?
Yeah, he's atrás dos montes.
I remember you tell me in the other class.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. And now, Tasia, we in the beginning of the meeting, we were talking about the presentations that we can bring different things, and we can bring things that we don't need to repeat ourselves every single time. Though in the beginning, it's important to repeat the presentation to really feel comfortable with, but try to bring something different that we don't know yet about yourself.
Yeah, every time I say the same things, like where I live, my old. Okay, so different things first. I have a lot, actually, because I do Kung Fu and I also do body dance. I really like to start new things. I love the sensation that you don't know nothing at all. You are stuck.
Yeah.
And then you are good at it and you are get better. So I like to learn new things. This is the most different thing I can think of tell you.
And can you relate that to your English journey?
I don't know.
Like this new things that you do and that you like to get better and to develop. Do you think it works the same way as like an English student, like learning the language?
I don't know, because I am the famous intermediate forever, so I don't feel like it's new, but most because the techniques I used to use. So I think immersions and give back this sensation that of new. Understand?
Nice. Very nice. So I'm going just to record this a little bit, and we're going to talk about feelings and who is the person who cheers you up. And the questions, they are more like what happens in this and that situation. And the first question is basically, when was the last time you were late for work? And this is the worst question ever for me, because I used to be the guy who was really late at work. Not anymore, but my old self was. He was. I'm not anymore. So you people remember that? The last time you were late for work, and why? Which excuse did you give?
To go to work or to deliver the work?
To be late for work. What was the excuse, or what happened? Why you were late the last time?
I'm always late, so I even give an excuse anymore. I just go, and yeah, that's it. Because I live far from home, from away to the university. So it's very difficult to me being the time. So, yeah, that's it.
But why do you think you're always late, as you said?
Because I always wake up late, and I have a second problem that is the train, because I depend on the train to go to the university. And for example, last week I will go to the university and don't have a train anymore. Ah. So I have to go back to house and send a
Yeah.
message that I could stay there. So these things happen a lot to me. I've already missed in, in, interviews, because don't have train. So yeah, that's it.
When you depend on transportation and stuff, and you cannot control everything, when something goes bad, it's really bad, right? Like, and then you lose a lot of time. And
yeah, but the most of the time is it's my fault because I wake up late. So.
Yeah, it really happens. I used to be really late at work because just because of procrastination, like, yeah, it was crazy. Tasia, anyway, when was the last time you were late for work? Was it yesterday? It's going to be today?
You're going to be every day, because I'm always late for everything. So unless that is really important, like I know that I can like, if I'm going to do a interview, something like that. But if I think that it's okay, like it's not so bad, I'm always late. So yesterday, tomorrow.
Do you feel guilty?
No, at all. No, because why I am always late? I am fast at get ready, so it's not because that I know what time I have to go to. Everything's it's okay about transportation. Almost every time, okay. Sometimes the transportation just don't pass, but it's not that true. For me, the reason is procrastination, because I am always doing a lot of things, so I don't want to stop. So if I'm reading, I don't want to stop to get ready. So basically, is that.
Very nice, very nice.
I am not proud of that.
No, I know, but I think it's good to not be guilty about that, because I was really guilty every time I arrived late, at work. I felt really bad, really, really bad. So yeah, like if people are not, if you're like the commitment, the appointment you have, and commitment, it allows you to do that, and it's flexible. And I think the Brazilian culture has that within the meetings and every appointments. People do not expect you to be right on time exactly, though there are a lot of people that they are really upset and blaming a lot because of like being late. I think not being guilty, it's really important. Very good. And Jack, can you?
Well, about me, as I said, I am already retired. Then now I arrived every day at time at work. In this moment, I never arrived late. But I rarely arrived late at my work when I have in the activities in my professional career. I liked every day to arrive at time because I am very methodic in these points of work. I am very punctual. I remember in the beginning when I start to work in the Portuguese Airlines. I got 3 different transports to arrive at the airport: train, underground, metro, and bus. And I remember in some occasions when the train delayed, and when we arrived at Lisbon, at the station, in the train station, delayed, I got a taxi till the airport to arrive at time at work. I like very much. I am very punctual in these points. For meetings, for anything that we combine with friends, with something, I always arrived at time. At this point, I am very, very punctual. Here to attend classes in TNT, 20 minutes before I am here to start the class.
Yeah, being earlier in the meeting helps a lot because you can, it's a good advice, you don't need to, it's not like a must thing to do. But once you arrive like 5 minutes before the meeting to start, and we have always like 2 or 3 minutes that we do not start on purpose, because sometimes we have another meeting happening before. So we have like this 2 or 3 minutes delay to start on purpose. And this time that you are waiting, you can get the topic and get the questions, read all the questions, try to answer in your mind while you're reading the questions. You can try to find resources on internet, videos on YouTube, or articles on Google or whatever, really to warm yourself up before you join the meeting. So it's more like you get your mind immersed in the language before you really start that. And this is really helpful when we talk about meetings, when you talk about important things that you need to be ready right away, and people are going to charge you somehow about your responsibilities, the things you are handling and you're up to. So it is a good advice for everybody.
Yes, sometimes happen when we travel. For example, I made some trips in group, in excursions in group, and sometimes happen when we are abroad. For example, we have some trips to do during the day. The tourist guide, for example, combine 1 hour to stay ready to start the trip, and it's for me confusion why some people arrive half an hour, 20 minutes later. All the people then to wait for the 1 people, 2 people, for example. It's confused for me what the people don't arrive that time. It's for me when makes me mass conclusion for me.
Yeah, and I'm going to create a new scenario here for our talk. related to this first question. And the reason is that because for me, it's really important to talk about this. I asked Tassia about being guilty or not. And when we do like, yeah, this is like a statement. Being late for something, it's not good, right? I think everybody agrees on that. Yeah. So being late is not good, but it happens, and sometimes it happens more than we expect, and it's okay. But do you feel that when you do things like that, to be late or to make a mistake with someone or to say something that it's not good for you or for someone, do you have people that blame on you, that put you down? Do you have that in your life? People who are trying to help, but they are like making you feel like shit, you know? It can be because you're late for something, you didn't do like the best job, or your English, because you said she work instead of she works. Do you have this kind of people around yourself?
Myself?
Develop a little bit more. How it happens for you?
Because I am very criticized about me, so usually is really me who say all these things for my mistakes, all the examples that you said. Sometimes I'm guilty, just a correction. I say I am not. I don't feel guilty, but sometimes it happens. So when that happens, I'm also in this situation, the person who
Put you down.
I also put you down. Yeah.
And how did you to put you up again?
Well, I try to say things like, was one time, it's no big deal, it happens. I try to take care of me. I am trying to change, so I'm better right now. But past days was really chaotic being me. But nowadays it's more breathe and remember. It's not the end of word, you know. Everyone make mistakes.
Very nice. And you, Jack, do you have this person that put you down?
Yes, sometimes I meet some friends, for example, with some problems in life, because anything can happen. And we try to encourage the friends, saying, okay, don't stay boring, because it's all the things past. We need to go away, to go for a while. I try to encourage people. Sometimes when happens some big problem, for example, when some family died, for example, when some friend has an accident, for example, we try to put up the friend, saying words to encourage them. It's the best thing that we can say.
Yeah.
It's more or less when, for example, when some family died, for example, it's usually we say, oh, my friend, don't have problems. It's the life. The life is we need to go ahead. We need to go ahead. The life don't come to stop. The life continue. It's the words that we can to say to encourage. the other friends, other people, other familiars, other relatives. It's what we want to say.
To have like a group support, right? Emotional support.
Yeah, yes.
Very good. Catherine, and do you have like, I think you shared the same idea with Tasia because you were laughing when she replied.
Yeah, I laugh all the time, but yeah, like Tassila, Tassila or Tassila? No, Tassila. Sorry, Tassila. Like Tassia said, I have some people that put me down. In general, I have these people when I challenge myself to do something new. I think when we challenge yourself, just always have this kind of people because people are very criticized. So I try and don't care about that because I choose do something like learn English and I will go do this. So if people stop to criticize me, yeah, it's the life.
Great. Yeah, you mentioned that, and I have like a trigger inside my head.
Something that I noticed that people who criticize me don't do the things that I'm doing. So, for example, English. People who came to me to criticize me is people who don't want to learn English. So, yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
If other people were aware that criticizing me, canceling me, or hating me, if they knew that this helps me a lot, it fuels my body, it brings me energy. If they knew that, they would stop expressing themselves like that. So and it turns out, especially on social media, sometimes people, they make comments about this and that from time to time. If they knew that they were helping me more than putting me down, they would do the opposite. They would, try to cheer me up instead of put me down. something like that. I don't know how it happens, but it happens a lot. To turn something bad, like a criticize, into something good,
Yeah, criticize is a way to you evaluate your development because it not necessarily criticize is something bad because sometimes a friend could criticize you and you thinking, yeah, maybe he's right, maybe I can change this. So yeah, it's an opportunity to you review yourself. So
yeah, exactly. And Tassia said Benny Brown helps her a lot, and I love
Benny
her.
Brown is a person I didn't know.
She's an author. She has a podcast. I don't know if she's updating it yet, but she has a podcast and it's a really good one. She is the author of like very good books. I just read one of them that is The Big Magic, if I'm not mistaken, the name in English, Big Magic. Is that right, Tasia? Or
I don't know that one. Big Magic.
Yeah, Grande Magia is from
her.
Oh,
it's new. Oh, it's no. From her. Big Magic.
I don't know, or I'm misconfusing authors.
I think, yeah, because I just Google and that is Elizabeth Gilbert.
Ah, yeah, Elizabeth Gilbert. So yeah, forget that.
Looks
Yeah,
good
I'm
too.
I'm talking about Elizabeth Gilbert instead of Benny Brown. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Oops.
It's okay. That she sounds good too.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know too much about Benny Brown. Sorry. God, very good. And who do you talk to feel better? Do you have someone like a specific person or a group or whatever to really put you up, to cheer you up? So this is a good expression, to cheer someone up. Do you have, like, as Joe Jax was saying about the group of friends when something happens? How do you do that? How do you deal with bad things? Do you deal with that by yourself? Do you have someone to support you, family, friends, relationship, or whatever? Cat.
Yeah. Actually, I talked with my sister, and if I find someone who is the same situation than me, I will talk to her, because I think it is better when the person are in the same situation, and I think it is good to understand you more. And when I don't have anyone to talk, I like to write down my diary. So just to put the things that I'm thinking in the paper. So that's it.
Very good. And you, Tassia?
That depends of how bad I am. Usually, I have a best friend, so it's not always with he, because can be therapy if I think that it's something that I have to say more, that I'm not, seeing the big picture. I don't talk to anyone else besides my therapist. And sometimes it's can be anyone, because depends of the topic. So if I'm feeling down because my English, I could talk to with you, Felipe. So I'm doing this thing, I
Yeah.
go for the people that I think you help me.
Yeah, and it's really good to have that clear for some areas. And I have been thinking about that. Like, we don't need to have like just one person to help us out in every single area of our lives, especially when we are not feeling good. And yeah, we need, some key people. At least for me, it helps a lot. Of course, therapy, it's been amazing since I started, like 2015. From now, I am a totally different person. It has been helping me a lot to understand myself, like self-awareness, especially to run a business. It's the most important thing, in my opinion, more than any other framework. And having good friends to trust without judgments and to really rely yourself on, it's really important. And I do not have too many friends. I just have like key friends, and just like one person that I really trust myself to talk to and to everything. But yeah, it helps. And Jack, and you, tell me, you were talking about your group of friends, your emotional support, but do you have one single person that brings you joy when you're bad, you're like feeling like you're like a crap from the inside. You're muted. Jack? You're muted. You're muted. Your microphone.
Okay, sorry. It's about the question 6. What do you do here? Yourself.
Yeah, something like that. It's like number 6 and 7 together.
Okay. In my case, this depends maybe of the problem, because if you have trouble in life, but not important, many times we don't wake up well for something in life. Sometimes in our lives happens something it's not agreeable, but depend of the issue, because it's a simple problem. No, I don't need to ask for help in friends, in relatives, in family. I try to solve the problem by myself, or talking with my wife. We try to solve the problem. If the problem is more dangerous, maybe talking with son, with the daughter, trying to. Sometimes it's problem only between us, my wife and I. Sometimes it's not a dangerous, big problem. I never had that situation, but I think if it happened in the life, maybe we must to ask when advice for other people if the problem is very difficult to solve. Maybe asking for one person specialized in that problem, in that issue, to solve the problem is what I think. But in my case, I'm very, very restricted in that situation, and more or less I have already passed for some difficult problems, and more or less I try to solve them
by yourself. Great. Yeah, that's a good thing to solve problems too. To have yourself to really
yes
yourself.
I think about the problems, because there are sometimes there are some problem, and there are people they explode immediately with sometimes simple problems goes for some people when emotion. Sometimes it's a little problem. It's not necessary to have that reactions. In this case, I am very calm. I think about the situation before acting. I think about the problem, and more or less I solve always my problems.
Yes, very good. I think for me, it's been really important to have someone to cheer me up. And this year, have been working this really hard, because I put myself down a lot. I charge myself, and like the challenge and the competition with me, it's the worst. It's really hard. I'm my worst enemy, when things do not go well as I used to think. So having someone to look at me like from the outside and say, hey, Philip, you're doing a great job. You're like this. This is my point of view. I'm aware of this and that, but then so it's really good to have these moments with people, So
I understand. For example, one person like you with big activities, many things to solve at the same time, many problems. Sometimes problems came from everyone. For example, in certain enterprise, with for example, in some the bosses in some factories, for example, the things don't run well. They lost money with some something had happened, for example, in some factories, and I think in some occasions the people become sad, and they need help for cheer up. It's normal.
Yeah. And unfortunately, our time is running out, and I want to ask if any of you wants to add something to this last minutes we have, Kat and Tassia especially. Anything you want to bring us up before we finish, Tassia?
No, just thank you, Felipe, about this time. For me, it's perfect.
Yeah. Just before you
Other
go.
topic, I think it's very important to discuss this kind of questions. And I'm glad to see you here, Joaquin.
Yes. I like to see you again. Okay, yes. You must to visit Portugal, the province of your grandfather.
Yeah, one day.
One day you must to come here, and we must to talk and meet here. I invite already Philippe.
I will very soon.
Is the province of Beira Litoral, Aveiro.
Yeah, I'm updating my visa. My
Don't
Portuguese
forget,
visa,
I am waiting for you.
Yeah, I'm renewing my Portuguese citizenship, the passport and everything.
Yeah.
I'm going.
I see that you are so beautiful. Why you
Yeah,
don't turn off your
you look
camera?
great. You look awesome.
Better than me.
No, I don't.
Sleepy face.
No, I don't, but I love the light. Thank you, Kat.
Yeah. So, girls, Jack, there's the survey. This survey is going to be more important than ever, especially for the hosts, because we are going to get the mark on each survey to guide us, So please answer that. It's gonna take like 5 seconds. If you don't want to comment anything, just like, oh, if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, 10. If you enjoyed a lot, 10. If you 9, 8, or whatever, this score, it's really important for us. So please vote and answer. It's gonna take max of 5 seconds. If max, like, if you want to add comments, suggestions, topics to bring. Sometimes we lack on creativity and we need your help. If you want to talk about something, just let us know, okay? And I want to thank you all for being here with me this morning. It's 7 a.m. I'm going now to run, and because I have like São Silvestre coming up in the end of the year, so I'm preparing myself because I'm crazy. I didn't run this year, and then the first race I'm signed up, it's São Silvestre. So this is me. I'm crazy as, I don't know, I'm really crazy, and I love that. So thank you for your time this morning. Have a great and blessed Tuesday. Hope to see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. again on Wednesday. And I'll be here to talk to all of you. And Jack, Kat, and Tassia, thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Have a great day. See you soon.
See you.
Bye. Bye.